Yes, I had seen some English movies before. I think the first movie I saw was James Bond's Diamonds Are Forever 007 in Regal Cinema. So that was, of course, in Churchgate. And then, of course, you had something like Star Wars that came in. That was in Sterling, I think, and not Regal. And then you had Superman 2. So I had not seen Superman 1, though before Superman 1 came into the cinema, into the theaters, it was a big, big thing in my school, Don Bosco, because in the canteen they used to sell this pictures of Superman, a small photographs which cost like 35 paise, which was quite a lot of money then, because for 5 paise you could get the Amar Akbar Anthony pictures, and they were pretty good pictures. And for 10 paise you could get Karsan Gowri and Gavaskar and the Indian team Kapil Dev's black and white pictures, which were good quality pictures. So this were a bit costly, and I think, but they were beautiful. They were beautiful. They had the blue filter that suddenly came into the American movies, because before this, the movies had a brownish beige filter. And suddenly Superman 1 is something we could not see, or it came and went and we did not see it. And it was okay because we didn't miss anything. That was in era of Sholay and Shan and Shakti and Amar Akbar Anthony, Diwar. So I guess Amitabh Bachchan was doing pretty well. But when Superman 2 came, it was a different feeling. So there were some of us which used to go to what we call town, and this name was given to us by Kumar. I mean, it was always there. I went to town, he would say, and he would buy something which was worth 239 rupees, some sneakers with extra comfort in them, for 160, because he would go to one of these Bori shops in proper Bombay, which was called Town, and he would say, I don't want the receipt, I don't want to pay the tax, and he would get it, and we would all go, wow. And then we had Mayank, Apurva's brother, who would buy a pair of Wranglers for 20 rupees from the city, and the town was a magical place for us. But nothing prepared us for Superman. So my brother and me, we took a train, and I jumped into the train as it was coming in on platform number 3 in Borivali, and almost crashed my head. And the first class guy told me, look, it's okay. We traveled first class, second class ticket. We just did that. He says, it's okay if you take, it's okay, but don't jump in like this. It's okay to jump in a train if you're running with the train in the same direction, but opposite direction you could break your head. And that got my attention. I didn't want to break my head, And we had waited for this for a week, because we had told somebody who was my father's friend, Pappu, who was making a lot of money, because he had a not sandwich, but toast sandwich, not even toast sandwich. He had the vada stall where he would dip the bread sandwich with potato stuffing, and he would sell like crazy. He was just outside Churchgate Station. He would make a lot of money. And he would have... So he got us the ticket, and before we went in the movie, he packed a lot of food for us. So me and my brother were in heaven. I had seen, I don't know when 36 Chamber of Shaolin came, but I remember Umesh coming excitedly from the city, because he had gone and watched it with some of the building friends, and he said, it's an amazing movie, wow. And then it was in Eros. So when some movie was in Eros, life became very simple. You just had to get down from the train, go under, the road, and come out and you were in Heroes. As simple as that. But what made it extra magical was we had not seen anything like Superman when I saw Star Wars. I was pretty young, and James Bond left an impact as a personality, not as the movie, because I remember some parts of the movie where the girls, get together and hit James Bond with their karate moves. But James Bond was more a personality who would hang outside one of the buildings and get in, and it was magical. But this we remember. We remember scene by scene, and we understood a lot of dialogues. It was like watching 36 Chambers of Shaolin. We could understand the Chinese, dubbed Chinese English, and it was something else. It was just a tremendous, and the filters had changed, like I said, and it looked magical. So me and my brother, we had waited for this, and I think it was the 6:15 show. And that's why Churchgate 6:15 has got its name from meeting my ex-girlfriend Dimple at 6:15, and my cousin Utkarsh, who had always been there. He would take us to movies and stuff. He was a great guy. God bless his soul. But this was what cinemas was in the 80s. In the 70s, there was a magic to the medium. And then by the time Superman 3 came, Murli already had the VCR attached to his big national television. But it was never the same again, because Superman 3, mind you, was a much lower budget, and it was not as stunning as the second part. I think Superman 2 was the best. Christopher Reeve was still very well, which he was not in Superman 4. And Superman 3 had this, the Iyer saw it in cinema, but we saw it in Iyer's house with a video, but it didn't have the magic, and good and bad. When Superman gets split personality, where, he's affected by that Krypton that was made by the famous comedian who was Gus, I think his name was. And somehow it didn't go well with people seeing his bad side. And Superman 4 he was unwell, Christopher, and that's it. We owned a copy of Superman 4, and my father liked the villain. He was strong. And he goes, "I am the father now." And the Ferris Bueller's Day Out guy was there as a young punk, who came in 2.5 Men. But Superman 2 was what the magic of movies were all about. And I'm sure a lot of us will remember Superman 2 and where we saw it and what happened. It was one of those things, events, that stay with you for a lifetime. It is a memory of school and homework and algebra and English. Luckily, I was good in that one. But yeah, it had all the mixes. And of course, some amazing food. God bless Papuji for the food. It was an amazing experience.